Hey, Dan Passarelli here. I was asked this question by one of our student traders. The person was asking me specifically about trading a call credit spread on a specific stock, and we're going to have to go back to the way back machine. Oh, maybe it's not that far back, but do you remember back in March 2023 here when the banks were really taking it on the chin because Silvergate and a couple other banks, Signature Bank in New York, were in some trouble? And well, there was trouble in the banking sector, right? And so a lot of the banks were taking it on the chin. Take a look at this chart of Morgan Stanley here. So this stock fell from about 99 down to below 84 in about less than 2 weeks, right? And so the question being asked was, and you'll have to look at the chart here, the question being asked was, well, what do you think about selling the 90 strike calls and then buying the 94 strike calls, put in on a call credit spread? And it expires in 2 days. Okay, so a couple of things here. First of all, because it expires in 2 days, probably the trader was able to get enough meat for the 90 calls, but had to go way out to the 94 calls to buy them to create enough distance so that we're taking in a big enough premium and paying out a small enough premium. Probably if they did the 90-91, they'd be collecting barely anything on the spread. So taking on a lot more risk here. Even though it's only 2 days, the thing is, well, remember they used to say what goes up must go down. Well, sometimes in stocks, what goes down might very well come up and just as fast. And so in a lot of cases like this, when we see these really, really violent moves to the downside because of some fear, often we get some over panicking and some emotional trading that leads to, I guess you'd call it an oversold scenario, or at least emotional selling at the end, where then when people get their heads together, what happens a lot of the time, and not always, but a lot of the time, the stock can go up just as fast. Now, it usually doesn't go up exactly just as fast, like back up to 99 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sessions or anything like that. But to make it back just halfway, or not even halfway, a third of the way up to 90 here, in a situation like this, a stock could easily be trading that high the next trading session. So I find those to be way too risky call credit spread scenarios. I hope that helps. This is Dan Passarelli, Trade Smart.